What's up, adventure crew? We're Crazy Five and we're taking you along for the ride, so come along. This is our December Dollywood trip in 2025. So as we can see, we are actually at the park pretty early in the day. This is a little bit longer video than what we normally do because we did arrive at 11:05. Believe it or not, we were actually on time for once. Of course, our kids took their normal picture before we walked into the park, and then we started looking around and realized there was nobody there. This was on December 18th, like there was literally no one in the park. So we were able to accomplish a lot, which we haven't been able to do on a lot of our other visits to the park. So come along and take in the sights. In our other videos, we talked about all the different photo ops. This is one of Colin's favorite. He decided to brave Thunderhead. This is his before picture, and this is his after. It was his first time he was finally tall enough. Just a forewarning, there are a lot of firsts in this video for our group today. We did bring our friend Emma. It was her first time ever to Dollywood. So we got to show her around on not a crowded day, which is really amazing. Now, if you are here during Christmas, pack your patience because it does get crazy busy. Like, this is unheard. But as you can see, Colin wanted to ride Dropline.
Not yet, buddy. Yeah. Not quite. Not yet. Little bit more.
I can't even do it.
You can do it.
I'm right here.
You can do it if you wanted.
No.
So the kids decided one of their first rides was going to be Whistlepunk Chaser, and then we saw that there was a walk-on for the lumberjack lift, so our friend Emma decided to watch first and then decided to ride. That's the best tip I can give to people when you're bringing kids. Let them see it first, and then they can decide for themselves whether or not they want to try that ride. Sometimes that's all kids need to do, is see how it goes. Now the lumberjack lifts, you do raise yourself up, and once you get to the top, you slowly drop back down. And we rode this twice. This is a man-powered ride, so the number of times that you go to the top depends on how quickly your arms work. So make sure you have someone who can help you pretty fast. Baylor also grew, and he and Colin were able to ride this ride for the first time together. Usually they have to split up and ride with either Amelia or Dustin. So as we continue up the path, we decided to hit Wildwood Grove first because, well, we weren't sure if this no people in the park was going to continue. So we decided to go ride some of our favorite big rides. Plus our friends could only be in the park for a couple of hours. Now again, there are not a lot of people here today, so this is really unheard of. We've already done more rides than we've done our last couple of visits. So keep watching. Next, the kids decided to ride on the Acorn. This too is a slow moving ride. They strap your kids in, it goes up and it rotates slowly around and then pops back down. It is nestled between a restaurant, Till and Harvest, and a bathroom, and then it's on your way into Wildwood Grove. So next our group decided to do the tree swing. I call it a pirate ship. It's basically a pirate ship ride, goes back and forth in the air. It's just a swinging motion, and here you see Baylor just jamming out while we're waiting on our group. This isn't his type of ride, and that's okay because it's not mine really either. Again, this is not a typical day for us at Dollywood. It was about 11:45 by the time we got to this point. So we just kept on trucking along. I went and grabbed some snacks while these folks decided to enjoy the pirate swing, tree swing, whatever you want to call it. It's a swing, goes back and forth. I grabbed some hot chocolate because it was pretty chilly and one of these butterfly pretzels. You can use your discount on most of the snack items. As we continued walking around and munching on our noms, we decided to ride the Little Bears, is what we call them. Not really sure what the real name of it is, but this is a slow-moving ride that is on a track, and the bears go up and down by themselves. The kids just hold on and enjoy the ride. Continuing on, we decided to hit up the frogs. I do believe the kids are just about outgrown for that. And then we also hit Dragonflyer
And it's a really
and the
short
Mockingbirds, which are all in this area too.
It doesn't go upside down. It just goes sideways. And they can't really. Oh wait, yeah.
That was Amelia you heard explaining the ride to her friend Emma before they decided to give it a try. They all enjoyed it. Emma is still a little apprehensive, but she enjoyed it anyways. We decided to run over to Big Bear. Emma sat that one out, and Baylor played in the test seat. All the Dollywood rides do have a test seat that you can test your fit before you actually ride the ride. All of these are at the entrance to the rides.
I don't know if I want to ride Baylor's ride.
Amelia's first of the day was that she got to ride in the front row of Big Bear by herself. Yes, that's one very excited chick.
She's in the front, babe.
If you are not riding Big Bear, there's a great viewing area where you can also get this shot too. It's a great view. Well, now we decided it was time to eat, so we decided to go and hit Lumberjack Pizza in the area where we were at, and the kids also rode with the Pony Chaser again. This is a kid coaster that goes around about 3 times. Adults can ride if you can fit in the seat. It is just a quick little thrill ride nestled between Thunderhead. Since our friends weren't going to be with us much longer, we decided to pop on over to the Dollywood Experience to show them the museum over there and to see if we can sneak one more ride in. The sights and sounds of the theme park are really on point, especially with the Christmas season. They go all out with decoration, and then of course there's live music playing on the main street. Dollywood Experience is just off of the main street or Show Street. It opened in 2024, completely remodeled. Used to be an older style museum, and now it is very interactive, where you can learn the history of Dolly Parton's career, including seeing some of her records hanging up on the wall that she won for awards. We love this area. The pink, the glitter, all the sights and sounds. In the experience and between the seams, you can see some articles of clothes that Dolly personally owned and or wore in performances. It's a very neat opportunity, and there's tons of photo ops throughout this building as well. So not only the photo ops in the whole park, this building has some very unique ones too. As you can see, Baylor loves jamming out to this guitar. And as you continue on, there are cars that the kids can drive along a track. As you can see, the theming in this area is very 1950s. This is where Red's Diner is, along with Lightning Rod, and a couple of cars for photo ops as well.
It's right there. I left the keys in there.
Yeah, you did.
It was about 2:30 when we noticed how empty the park still was, and we decided to make our way up towards the front to walk our friends out for the day. And of course, we had to hit a couple of gift shops on the way back to our family because we did split apart as we said goodbye.
Scorpions.
My must-do of the trip was to watch Christmas with the Smokies. Of course, we always have one in our group who's not happy, so here's a little snip of it. It is all singing through the show. It was a great show. Not one of my favorites, but it was still interesting to watch. So we decided to continue up through the path up towards Blazing Fury, where of course we had to catch a ride on that. One in our group did not want to ride Blazing Fury, so he and I sat out while we took turns going through the ride. But we just decided to take in the lights and see what was happening around us. We decided to split up for a bit while some in our crew went and rode Fire Chaser, and Baylor and I decided to take in some of the Christmas lights while we waited on them to get back to us with some Dippin' Dot ice cream. It was a pretty chilly day, probably about 50s, off and on rain, but as you can see, super empty. It was still a great time. We talked to someone in a gift shop, and he told us that there was only about 2,000 people scanned into the park for the day. On a normal slow day, he said there's usually only 6,000. As you can see, the sun was starting to go down, so we really started to appreciate the lights a little bit more. Walking down the hill, we decided to go hit Country Fair, and we got to catch some of the carolers show too. Some of the performers that Dollywood hires are phenomenal. After watching the carolers, we walked over to 'Twas the Night, and this one absolutely blows our mind every year, and this year was no exception.
And then spend my thoughts to olden times, to that first of Christmas Eves, when shepherds who were watching heard music in the field, whether it were angels or the bright stars singing.
Do you see anything? No sign of them.
'Twas the Night, still our favorite show. Every year we watch it. It is across from the cinnamon bread, so you can grab your cinnamon bread and then go watch the show while you eat it. It's phenomenal. And of course, we got stopped by the train on our walk over to Country Fair. And here the kids decided to pop on the carousel because there was no one there. As the train was unloading, of course it filled up. This was the first time that Amelia got to ride on the horse she's always wanted to ride. So that was another first for Amelia. As we decided to walk into Country Fair, the lights just absolutely blew our mind. They must have added some since the last time we were here, or I don't know. It just looked different to our group. Once we were in this section, the kids rode Scrambler twice. Next up on our list was the first time that Baylor has rode these swings. It's the first time ever for him. We then popped over to Skyrider, where everybody got to ride. I sat this one out. It's not my cup of tea, but this was the first time Baylor and Dustin rode this ride together. The next ride we rode was Shooting Star, also a first one for Baylor. He hated this ride at Peppa Pig World, but for some reason today he was all about it. So here they are. It just goes straight to the top and then bounces down. Asked Baylor where the confidence for the rides came from, and he said it was because he rode Daredevil Falls so much this summer that now nothing is scary to him. So, if you need more confidence, go ride some Daredevil Falls during the summer months. This area here, the kids call it Grassland. They like to come here and run around and play and be all wide open. In the summertime, or when it's warmer, this also has a splash pad feature. It was about 6:30. We had to head out of the park, so we used up the last of our tasting pass on these apple fritters. They are dough covered with cinnamon sugar with icing. They were delicious. The kids ended up wanting some, so we had to actually go buy some. But we were getting them Burger King on the way out, so they were tided over until then. I asked everybody what their favorite ride was.
Thunderhead.
That was your favorite?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Mine was Thunderhead.
Okay, Dustin.
No, I'm just joking.
You didn't even ride Thunderhead.
Mine was, I'd have to say, the Scrambler.
Scrambler, 3 times, 2 times.
2 times. Mine was Scrambler too.
I had fun and everything today, but it was extra special riding the Sky Rider with Baylor.
How about you, bud?
I like 3 rides.
3 rides. What were they?
It was so fun.
Okay. Loud. I can't hear you.
Swimmer.
Okay.
Those swings.
Mm-hmm.
Sky Rider.
Sky Rider.
And then Shooting Star.
Shooting Star. Oh. Very cool. Very cool.
I'm gonna do it again. Mine was the Scrambler. And mine was Skyliner and Slings. And
I definitely think we did the most rides we have ever done here.
and
in one
Mr.
day.
Bowser. Can I say something else too?
Yeah.
I really love Fire Tracer and Big Bear Mountain too.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Because I got to
today.
ride it with you.
And we got here at 11, and this is the most rides we've ever done in one day. And we even got a show.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
2 shows. 2 shows.
Favorite snack?
Favorite snack? What we just ate?
Apple fritters.
Apple fritters.
No, apple fritters and Dippin' Dots.
And the what?
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots. All right. Favorite snack?
Maybe, if we did something at the bakery,
Okay.
like chocolate chips, and then she means so far.
So far.
So far.
The apple fritters.
The apple fritter and what was it? Dippin' Dots. Dippin' Dots. Dippin'
Okay.
Dots.
Colin.
Mine was apple fritter and Dippin' Dots.
No one said popcorn.
And popcorn. No, I don't like popcorn. And popcorn. I don't like popcorn.
You didn't like it?
For some reason it tastes different. I love the popcorn.
Apple fritters, definitely.
I barely even got any.
20 rides today.
Including the show?
20 rides and 2 shows.
Wow.
That's definitely a record.
That is a record.
I went back and counted everything and tracked down what we did. We actually did 24 things, including our shows. That is absolutely a record for us here at Dollywood. We're kind of geeky. We like to track that information every day when we go to a park, be it Disney, Dolly, or even just like out in the world somewhere. We like to keep track of it, and I don't know. If you do too, let us know in the comments if that's something you do too. But before leaving, we always have a laundry list of stuff we had to do before we could actually exit the park. We decided to watch some of the lights that we've only seen during the daytime. That would be this area you see here. Then we walked over to Glacier Ridge to see the tunnel in full effect, especially with nobody around. That was pretty awesome. And then, of course, we had to pick up our photos at the photo kiosk, and then, of course, hit bakery. We had to pick up some cinnamon bread and just some sweets that we like to eat over the next day or two. Enjoy a little bit of the lights as we walk through Glacier Ridge Tunnel. We really do appreciate everyone watching our content and just coming along for the ride with us. I have to wonder every time we walk past this if just our kids love to hang from it or if it's like a thing kids do. Here we are on the last ride of the night, the tram back to the car. If you liked our video today, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. It helps us continue to grow. And of course, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. And we'll see you soon.